What's up, party people? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to crisscross your ribbon on your Christmas tree, and it's very elegant and very beautiful. And the color I have picked for this year is purple, and I'm really excited to share, so stay tuned and enjoy the episode. What I bought at Walmart and at Hobby Lobby, and the total I spent so far is $38. I don't want to spend more than $50 on this project. There might be a few more things I'll buy once I get everything on the tree and I figure out what I still need. So I'll show you guys one more time what I got. Sparkly poinsettias that are purple. I got these ribbons, and I might have to buy one more pack of these ribbons because I'm gonna need these ribbons to do the crisscross ribbon on the tree to attach it. But these purple leaves. So these purple leaves and these purple poinsettias I'm gonna put at the top of the tree. And then I got 4 of these purple ribbons from Hobby Lobby. And when you're doing the crisscross on the tree, which I'm gonna show you guys next, you need to have at least 4 of these. These are, because you need a lot of ribbon to do the crisscross. These have a lot of ribbon on them, as you can see. So you need to have a lot of ribbon. I got these for 50% off at Hobby Lobby. Okay, so when you're doing the crisscross ribbon on your tree, say you have a 5-foot tree, okay? You're gonna do 8 ribbons, and you're gonna do the length 10 feet. I have like a 7-foot tree, so I'm gonna do 10 ribbons, and I'm gonna have them be 14 feet, so you just double it for the length. Okay, so I'm gonna take you guys through it step by step. What I have now is you need to tape measure for this, obviously, and you need to measure out 14 feet long ribbons and 10 of them. So I'm gonna do that for you guys right now. So I have my 10 ribbons that are 14 feet long. I'm gonna take a piece of a pipe cleaner, but you can use any kind of wire, like floral wire, and attach them together. So that's what I'm gonna do now. And then I'm gonna get a step stool, and I'm going to put this at the top of the tree. So that's your very first step after you have measured out all the ribbon. Before we put the ribbon on the tree, we need to do the lights, and I was gonna kind of give you guys a little tip on how to put your lights on your tree to make them look the best. First of all, you need to have a lot of lights. This is a 7-foot tree. I would say you need 4 of these, maybe even 5 of these. And this is 240 mini lights. So yeah, I got this at Walmart as well. You can get them at Sam's Club as well. I rather have the warm white. The warm white is my favorite. Cool white looks like blue, and it's very strange to me, so I like the warm white. So I'm gonna start out by pulling the branches, and you're gonna start from the bottom. I think that's the easiest way. And you start by putting lights on this end and bringing them down, and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so like I said, I pull down the branch, and I usually start by bringing it all the way down to the branch, coming up, and doing that all again, because this will make the tree look like full of lights. And the trick to having a really lighted, beautiful tree is doing a lot of lights. So do you guys see how I did that? I did it all the way at the end of the branch, and then I brought it back up, and I'm just gonna keep doing that all the way around and all the way up the tree. Stand back and I look at the tree and make sure there's no holes, and if there are, I add more lights, but it looks pretty good. So next we're going to do the ribbon. Okay, so what you're gonna do is get a step stool, put the ribbon at the top of the tree, and you're gonna separate the ribbons in equal parts around the tree. Equally around the tree. Also, another thing I would say is if your ribbon has a front side and a back side, make sure that they're all facing the front. And we're gonna start attaching them and crisscrossing them next. So you are gonna have a lot of ribbon on the ground, but you are gonna use all of it. so don't worry. So I already told you guys this, but what I did ahead of time is I cut a bunch of pipe cleaners, but you can also just use wire, floral wire. But I use pipe cleaners because it was just easier. I just cut a bunch of them ahead of time, and because that's how I'm gonna attach them when I crisscross them. I am gonna use the bows on top of that, and some people just use the bows, they don't use this, but for me, if I don't like the way it looks and I wanna take it apart, it's easier for me to use these. That's what I use ahead of time. I'll show you guys close up what I'm talking about. So, I measured down 12 inches from the top, and I measured down on the other one 12 inches from the top. I crisscrossed them, and then I put the pipe cleaner around it. So I'm gonna do that to the next ones, do it here, and then do it there, all the way around until you get to the next spot. So now that we have this part all the way done, all the way around, we're gonna move on to the next part. So what we're gonna do is take the one directly next to it and go down the 12 inches and crisscross that. Does that make sense? And you're gonna do that all the way down. And as you go down the tree, you might want to, like you start with 12 inches, you might wanna start going 14 inches and then 17 inches. And then as you go down the tree, I do get a little bigger so it looks more neat. Inches, but this is the point where I'm gonna make them a little longer because it's getting fatter, and if you don't, then it's gonna be looking very messy. So I'm gonna start going, instead of 12 inches, I'm gonna start going 14 inches. So I'm gonna measure 14 inches, then I'm gonna continue to crisscross all the way down. After I measured 14, the next I'm gonna measure is 16. So I went down 2 more, 16, because as it's getting bigger, you wanna make sure that it's not too crowded. Make sure they're evenly done. I think it looks good. So I'm gonna cut the excess ribbon off the bottom, and then I'm gonna add the bows to where I put the pipe cleaners. Okay, so next I'm going to put these bows that I talked about earlier. I got these at Walmart. I'm gonna put them around the spots where the pipe cleaners are. So it'll bring it together. I'm gonna let my children put on the ornaments, and I have to go buy a couple more packs of these bows from Walmart, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. I am gonna do a really elaborate thing on the top with flowers, so I'll show you guys that next, and then I will be done. But I don't know what. Unless the kids can add all the ornaments when they get home from school. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode on how to crisscross your ribbon on your Christmas tree. I get questions about this every single year because I pretty much do the same style of ribbon every single year because I love the way it looks. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. Make sure you hit that like button, also subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. I have so many more videos to come with autumn and more creative stuff for the holidays, so stay tuned. Here's one last look, guys. Really happy with it. Check out those bows.